Hey, and welcome to another video. I was talking with a friend the other day, and he said, a stock car's actually cool. I didn't understand what he was saying. I'm like, what do you mean a stock car's cool? Like, if you didn't have cars from the 90s that looked actually quite good, new, but they didn't have any modifications with them, would they still be as popular as they are now? That really got me thinking. Would cars be as popular if they had to stay stock? Like, would you still be a car enthusiast if you had to buy a car and you couldn't change a single thing about it? Because I feel like as a car guy, you have your individuality. You can choose any car you want and you can make it whatever you want it to be. But I feel like this is actually a real question now, because there's so many laws coming into different countries saying that you can't modify your cars, or you can't do really anything to modify your car. I feel like lately it's been a war on people that want to have individuality, because there's people that want to show off wearing suits, ties and watches, and then there's us that want to show off by having a cool car that we modified ourselves or made to fit a purpose that we wanted to do. It's either a race car, drift car, show car, sex spec, it's whatever you want it to be. But here's the question: if you had to leave your car 100% bone stock, you couldn't do anything to it, so that's including sound systems, wheels and tires and brakes, nor can you put fluffy dice in the interior. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds so boring to me. Don't get me wrong, there's some amazing looking stock cars out there, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you couldn't do anything to your cars to make it your own individual styling, you just bought a car, this is what you get. Yes, it looks good, but you can't do anything to it. I feel like that's asking a painter to have a blank canvas and be like, yeah, so you can't paint on the canvas though, it has to stay blank. I feel like it's going to get to the point where you're not even allowed to work on your own car. It sucks, but I think that's what it's moving to. I think that's the world we're heading to. I think we're heading to a world, well, here's your car, you have to leave it like this and you can't touch it. I know it's going to be a sad day when we don't even have combustion engines in our cars anymore. I feel like it's going to be like with electricians. People are going to mess around with the electric cars, try and get more horsepower out of them, try and do this or that, and well, it's going to end up in people dying. Then it'll be, unless you're a licensed car manufacturer or mechanic, you can't touch your car, you can't do anything with it. I think it's just a matter of time for this is going to happen. There's going to be too many deaths on the road, and then the manufacturer's going to be like, well, it's because they were touching their cars, it's because they were modifying their cars. If they left it stock, then the government's going to come in and be like, well, okay, no one can do anything to their cars. Let's ruin everyone else's fun because a few other people did the wrong thing. Because that's magically gonna fix everything, because now we have to pay all the manufacturers and mechanics to fix their cars. And you can't do it yourself unless you have a little certificate saying that you have the right to do it. Actually making myself mad right now because I feel like this will happen, because manufacturers will be like, well, everything has to be OEM and you can't do anything else. Oh, I can just see them doing it too. Oh, you need a part on your 5-year-old car? Well, sorry, we don't make that anymore, so you're gonna have to buy a new one. Why do I see BMW doing that shit? They already tried doing freaking pay monthly for your goddamn heated seats and cooled seats. Oh my god, some of these car manufacturers would fucking rob us blind. They would just be like, oh, you need this part? Well, it's now $250 to replace. What, we have a known issue of our water seals breaking? Well, it looks like you have to buy another OEM part that's going to break in another 2 years because we don't want to make them actually strong enough to last longer than that. So, I mean, they're already trying to charge people for just starting up their cars in some cities. I'm going off on a tangent here, but it's true. I feel like if you had to leave your cars 100% stock, I feel like the whole community would just probably either die out or just keep modifying their cars and dealing with it. I feel like we already do go underground. I feel like we're already a culture of people that live on the edge and will do the wrong thing and try and get away with it. I feel the car community would be even more hated than they are now. I do see it. I feel like in the future, if you're going to be in the car community, you're going to be a low life. You're going to be someone that wants to get in trouble and do the wrong thing. But at that point, it's not even going to be doing burnouts. It's going to be, oh, you've got stickers on your car, you've got rims that aren't stock. Well, you're doing something that's illegal. You've got a modified exhaust. I mean, governments are taking away most of the places we can do this legally anyway. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's just, we're going to be rebels with no place to be. So you may as well just do the wrong thing with the right people. So in conclusion, yes, stock cars can be cool, but at the end of the day, why would you want to fit in when you can stand out? Thank you for making it this far. If you did, leave a comment below on what you really actually think about stock cars and if you would actually keep your car stock. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.